Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from Type 1 Detour. And today we are tackling this basement for like the 100th time, but I think this is the final time. I think I have the ultimate basement storage hack.
So make sure you stay tuned to the very end of the video so you can see if his brilliant basement storage idea worked or didn't.
Okay, so here's the ultimate idea. We're going to use this 40-gallon storage tote, heavy duty storage tote that we just got at Lowe's for $12. Then we're going to use these 5-quart storage containers. Simply just bought them at Dollar Tree. You find so many awesome things at Dollar Tree for your RV. And we're going to take all the toys, all the kids stuffs, we're going to categorize them, label them, put them in these, and they are going to fit 3x3, so 9 total in this tote. It's going to get a lid, it's going to get labeled by row and column. We will know exactly where everything is, and when they're done playing, everything goes back in it. We easily put it back in the basement. That is the ultimate plan. Biggest problem that I think is going to happen is the stuff not going back into each individual container when we're done playing with it. All right, so what do you think the biggest problem is going to be with this?
For one, yeah, I don't think all the little, because this can only hold so much, so I don't think all the little toys and little pieces are gonna go back away every day or night, whatever, into here, organized. I know how it goes every night. We're in a rush to clean up, get the kids to bed, and you just get sick of it and you just throw everything in there unorganized.
But that's why there's 9 in one tote, and I think I will do a better job, and I think the children will do a better job, maybe teaching them a little bit more responsibility to put things back.
Then there's also going to be items that are not going to fit in that size box, so then where do those
go? There's extra space in here. See, there's a little bit of extra space here, and the other tote, we're not going to do 9x9 or 3x3. We're going to just do 3x2, so then we have a whole extra space here. I have a solution for it.
We'll see. He calls me a pessimist. I call myself a realist. That's what it is. I'm just being real. No. I know how it's going to turn out.
I know how it's going to turn out.
I hope you're right.
Go in the comments down below right now before you skip to the end of the video, and let's see, who do you think is going to be right here? Do you think this is a good storage solution, or do you think this is a bad storage solution? Either way, it's better than what we have now. It's definitely going to be better than what we have now. It's going to make things compact. It's also going to make us get rid of things we don't need. So
I'm not debating that it's not a good idea. It's a good idea. I just don't think it's going to work for our family and the things that we have.
All right, well, let's get going on, because it's like 900 degrees in February 1st in Orlando, Florida.
Beautiful.
All right, so we are now 4 months into my ultimate RV basement storage hack, and I think it's still working. It's definitely not what I want it to be. I definitely still want those more ride slide out trays. I think the biggest problem, as you're going to see here in a second, is my bike being in here, which takes up a ton of space. So I need to come up with a better solution for the bike. But I'm going to let Amanda kind of go through the basement area here. I'm not going to say she's right. You're not going to hear me say that. But she may have not have been wrong. So I'm going to have her talk here and go through some of the basement stuff of where maybe this ultimate storage hack.
You really want me to go through it?
Go through it.
So the bike, yeah, it does take up quite a bit of space, about a third of our basement space, but that's not even really the issue. It's just all of these, he thought it would be a good idea to buy 20 little small tiny totes from the dollar store and stack them in this big utility tote. Well, that's just not practical because you can only fit like 10, 15 things in here. The kids come out, they want to play, and they're like, oh, but I want this, this, and this. So I have to grab out the big, heavy tote, slam it down on the ground. Whoa. Then I have to pick through the big tote and find the 10 small containers that they want to play with at that time.
This is perfect. This has like their toys here that they want to play with. So we just take this out, they play with it. The problem is putting it back. It is a pain. Put them back because the tote is here and we don't always pull this out. So
yeah, and it's just right. And then things happen the end of the day, we're exhausted, we're tired, or it starts to rain and we're like, the basement stuff, hurry, throw it in. And we just throw it in unorganized and it stays like that for weeks. He says it's because of travel day, I just throw things in and then we reorganize. Well, we never reorganize after a travel day. It just stays like this until the next travel day. If the kids aren't picking anything out from here, it stays like this for days, weeks, whatever. We got shoes that we don't know where to put on. We got floaties that should be over in that storage space. We have nowhere to hang the helmets. We once did, but that didn't work. So it's just, I don't know what the problem is. The storage solution that you came up with 4 months ago, or that we have too much stuff?
I'm going to lean towards having way too much stuff for one. I thought that, whoops, you can't even see me now. I thought that by doing this, it would force us to cut down on toys and stuff.
Which we did. We did cut down on
some, but not enough. Like I'm talking about, like this tote here, it doesn't come out because they don't play with the 90% of the stuff that's in there. What they play with is sometimes they do Play-Doh. They love their like little digging toys, but they just love the dirt and the animals that they find. So like more than 75% of these things, they don't even play with. Except for that one time where they might want it, but oh well.
Because they forget they have it because it's all the way at the bottom of this big tote inside another little small tote with a lid on it and covered with other stuff.
So if it was in a tote in a Goodwill somewhere, they would also forget that they had it, except they would never even remember that they had it because they would continually forget. So there are, and we've been traveling a lot. So we've been out west, been doing all the national parks. We really haven't had time to sit down and just like play outside with the toys, so that's why they haven't really been doing it. Now when we're stationary in like Florida for the winter for 2 or 3 months, and we're just moving from campground to campground and staying there for 7-10 days at a time, these things get a lot more usage, which is when I came up with the idea was kind of just take this big tote, put it outside, and let them play with it. Well, we're out west where there's spiders and scorpions and snakes, and I'm afraid those things are going to climb into the tote.
Okay, we've been out west for a few months. Have we seen any of those 3 things that you've said?
No, but if the tote was there, they would come.
We haven't.
So there
have been less spiders than the East Coast.
So what you're saying is that we should stay out west more. That's a whole nother video. Okay, so do us a favor right now. Pause the video right now. Well, not right now, when I get done with this question. Pause the video, go down in the comments, and tell us what you think we should do. Should we get rid of more stuff? Should we try a different organizational method? Should we just get the more ride slide out trays? Which I don't even know if that's going to help, but it's still not going to help with how much stuff we have. What do you think we should do? What is your solution? Because I don't think there is a perfect solution, and I think it also just depends on how we're traveling. Like I said, when we're stationary, I think this works because we can just put this outside and then just throw it underneath a slide or something so it doesn't get wet. But
look how difficult it is to just simply take it out.
It's because
you have to take out all the stuff in front of it. Then all of these things are going to come tumbling down
again.
On
so
top of you.
These things over here.
Let me. This is like 30 pounds.
Let me show you. It's not that heavy. So these things here, these are our chairs. So when we are set up somewhere for a good amount of time, the chairs come out.
We can't even get those out because look, they're under.
And this is a
all this
stroller.
stuff. So we have to take all that stuff out.
The
to get our chairs out.
the stroller goes in here on travel day. Normally, once we get somewhere, we take the stroller and we put it into the truck.
Normally, we're here. We've been here a
Because
couple days and it's still in
or
there.
something like that. Okay.
Our table, we would like to just easily.
That just slides
get
right
the
out.
tape.
No, that just slides right out. You don't even have to move anything. Look, this is a training wheel. Our daughter is no longer on training wheels. Why do I have the training wheel? I don't need it.
Throw it out. Throw it out.
Bubbles. Bubble. We don't do bubbles anymore.
We can always use bubbles.
We bought this 6 months ago. Haven't used it yet. So there's a reoccurring problem here. And a stick.
Our kids collect sticks and rocks.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go.
And we have sticks.
And they're just in the basement.
Okay. This video is going on now for way too long. And I don't know what to do. I still think this solution works. And I think I'm going to stick with it. But I do need to just make it more accessible. The bike will definitely help free up some space. And okay, here we go.
Months. These have been sitting at the bottom of the basement for months. What are they?
I think
hammer.
I use these to take off those training wheels you just saw.
Wrenches.
Yes, these are Allen wrenches. Okay.
Allen wrenches.
So I have 2 sets because
you didn't even know what the name was, but you have 2
well,
sets.
that was going to get edited out because I couldn't think that quickly. So I don't know what we're going to do, but
help
that's
us,
it.
Please.
Yes, please help us. That's going to be the end of this video. Okay, we're done debating it. I think it's worked. I think it's done what it's supposed to do, but I don't know. Make sure you subscribe so that when we do change this 27 more times, you are here for those videos. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and helping us, and we'll see you on the next one.